Sex Cannon with Fabian and Caden.
My dear good sir,
Yes?
I'm feeling quite parched.
Oh, would you like some water?
Why, gladly.
Yes, of course. Oh, damn. There you go. Delectable.
Thanks for that, old chap.
Cheers.
Hello,
Hello.
and welcome to another episode.
Sex Cannon.
We're sorry, we didn't upload last week because I think snow was coming around that
It
time.
was a lot of snow.
It was.
A terrible amount.
So, we couldn't get to that because I don't live here. As a reminder, this is not my house at all. We're literally at his basement.
Yep.
So that's how I get here. But
He drives.
yeah, I do. But other than that, now we're here, and we'll probably doing something just to make up for it. So today, I just got back from. Well, I was watching a movie before this, and I was watching this movie called Sucker Punch, and I was like, wow, it was pretty interesting to say the least. But I can't really. I'm not gonna get into it because this topic we're gonna be talking about bad movies, and I have my own opinion about it, and he certainly has his own opinions.
Yes.
Because he's been ranting about this for quite a while. What would he see?
Sorry, there was a gnat.
There was?
If it comes back over, I'll kill it.
Where?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
I'll worry about that.
Anyway, so, look, back in 2024, there has been some bangers, and there has been some really stinkers, like some really bad
Yeah.
ones, which I look over and I'm like, you know what? Now that I think about it and like seen it again, this is honestly not that bad
Yeah.
because honestly, I'm not a movie critic. I don't know what.
Me either. Listen, our opinions here are subjective.
is.
You can think these movies are as great as you want,
And
but they're not.
they're just
There he is.
where? Where?
Oh my god.
Get it. Did you get it? No, wait.
I didn't get it.
You didn't? Where? Oh,
He's gone.
you probably did. And it was, yeah, it's good. Oh, whatever. So,
He'll be back. They always come back.
anyway, so I enjoy bad movies, and I just think like they're just dumb but fun. So I can't really be like, yeah, this movie
I
sucks.
got an idea.
And I thought that. What are you doing?
Weapon of mass destruction is what I'm doing.
Well,
Don't you worry your pretty little head about that.
what is that?
Don't worry about it.
What does it do?
Don't worry about
Is that a tennis racket?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. As I was saying, I enjoy bad movies because they're stupid but dumb. But like,
It's now let me let you good bad movies specifically. Actually, let's define this for the people. Good bad movies are ones that you watch and you're like, this is terrible, but it's funny because it's terrible. Bad movies are movies where they really tried and it just didn't work. Morbius, I'm looking at you. Morbius, Craven. Fuck you, Craven.
Oh God. Look, I haven't even seen.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie, but I want to share my opinion. I am the type of person who like enjoy bad movies, even if they're like, people like, what? This is a terrible. Why watch that? I don't know. I mean, it's dumb. Yeah. I mean, if there's a movie that like makes me like yawn or like actually puts me to sleep, or I'm just like, or like acts that like, it's bad. It's bad.
Boring.
It's boring. And I'm just
You can't have a boring movie. They're made for entertainment.
exactly. And it was just like, if it's boring, then it's automatically bad. So that's my limit. Other than that, if you take like what Red One for example, I'll probably enjoy that, even though I heard it's pretty bad. I haven't seen it.
Bad writing just goes right over my head. I just don't care.
Exactly. I mean, well, I watched the movie for just to see it, and then I'll watch it again to like actually like see it from a different
And, like,
point of
think
view.
about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, one is for fun, two is for actually, well, to see if like, wow, Either I like it or I should reconsider my life choices. But that's how I am. I enjoy bad movies, no matter how shitty it is. Hell, I got him to watch Thanksgiving for all sakes.
The first one was funny. The second one was garbage.
Or the third one.
Fucking blow. That they should have done the same. They should have made Thanksgiving 4. Destroyed the third movie. They should do that in real life.
It's a documentary.
Yeah.
No, but that's my opinion. I can't really recognize. I can't critic movies at all. I'm pretty shit. I just say, yeah, that's good. That's all right. To like most of it all. Even Morbius. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, it's the same with me. Like, Morbius was bad, but it looked cool sometimes. Not really. Sometimes. Like the echolocation stuff. That was all right. I was like, he's opening his ears to the city. And then he was like, caw-caw! Whatever sound bats make.
I also didn't even get to watch Madam Web. I was like, you know what?
Never watched that movie. Oh, God.
Well, I was like, oh, I need to get to like around it and be like, I want to see if people are saying bad as it is. I didn't get to it. I think maybe if I'm not like actually making myself watch it and just forgot about it, maybe it's not important to me.
Madam Web was probably worse than Craven for me.
Is it?
It was.
I heard they were both worse than Morbius.
They were. Like, because Morbius at least had the, like, fantastical, like, supernatural type of thing going for it. And Craven and Madam Web, I guess, kind of tried, but, like, they did not pull it off at all. Like, there was no... like, Fabian, I know you haven't seen this. In Madam Web, there is a scene. Spoiler alert for the worst movie of all time. I actually don't care about spoilers for this movie because it's so bad. There's a scene where Madam Web, they are in the middle of being chased by this crazy-ass man, and they have no idea who he is. He kind of looks like Spider-Man. They don't know. He's trying to kill them. He's very clearly trying to murder them. And they're all like, it's fine, just... The main character, in the middle of... She leaves these children in the woods to just fend for themselves, I guess.
Did she?
Yes. There's a scene in the movie. She drives a taxi, a marked taxi, a taxi they could probably find with GPS. In the woods, very shallowly in the woods, I bet. She doesn't, like, drive way in the woods and there's, like, a... No, they're at, like, a campground. And she leaves these children with the car. And no, she doesn't even leave them with the car. She drives the car, leaves them in the woods just to fend for themselves, and she drives the taxi to the fucking airport and goes to, like, Peru or some shit, and then just goes into the jungle for God knows how long, and to a place, I might add, that no one fucking remembers where it is. It's like this ancient ruins, and she just immediately finds it, and she's like, all right, I'm here. And it's like, what? You left your stolen taxi at the airport while you go to a different country?
Oh.
And there's children. They're actively being hunted. They're actively being hunted by this person.
I gotta see this.
It's a terrible movie. It's so bad.
I gotta see this. I want to see this. I know what I'm doing.
That is a real scene that happens in that movie. That is real.
I might watch that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll get to it whenever I can.
Oh my God.
And then you also...
also, one more thing about Madam Web before we change subjects. The main villain, the guy who is on screen about, like, at least a quarter of the time, he is fully lip-synced. His actor doesn't even talk in the movie. It's fucking subbed or dubbed over.
Really?
Very clearly dubbed over. It is noticeable.
I'll take a look at that. I'll keep my peepers open for that.
You'll notice it.
Oh, okay.
It will not be hard.
I don't know. A lot of things kind of like miss whenever if I
Well,
watch
now
it
you
for the
know.
first
Now
time.
you know.
Okay. I'll
Keep an eye out for that because it's real and it does happen.
All right, but like, there's not just Madam Web that also kind of sucks. I mean, there's like a list of movies.
There's so many.
Like Night Swim, I heard, which I didn't see.
I didn't see that one.
Megapolis, which I also haven't seen.
That one's bad. I kind of expected it to be bad.
Really?
A little bit from the.
Didn't you say you wanted to watch it?
I did because it looks cool.
It did.
Visually, it looks cool, but I was like, there's no way they could make this like an interesting subject for a movie. Like this is gonna be a bad plot, good visuals, you know. And I have not heard anything about it, so obviously it's not very bad. Because if it was very bad, I would have seen things about it, being like, this movie sucks.
No, well,
but I haven't. So either it was just not worth talking about, or it was just not that bad.
Well, I mean, I've seen some very bad reviews. I also
it's probably not worth talking about then.
Yeah, no, I even saw a reviewer said, "Man, this shit sucks, Megacoculus."
A reviewer said that?
Yeah. God,
Wow.
I love watching reviews sometimes. It's great whenever they're like shit talking movies. And
Oh my god.
there's also there's other movies I still need to watch, like the third Venom movie. That one has like
I do too.
mixed feelings, but
I just wish Amazon, I'm calling you out. Amazon, why do you have a streaming service and then make me pay for the streaming service and movies on the streaming service?
I don't know why they do that.
Why?
But that's
You have billions of dollars.
I think that's a topic for another day.
Capitalist greed. That's the topic.
And then, oh my god, not just Madam Web that you're mad about. You're also
Craven.
Yeah, you rented me about Craven before,
Mm-hmm.
which I also have not seen.
Craven. Okay, let me give you an example of why Craven's bad. Like I did Madam Web. Spoilers. It's not really a good movie, but spoilers anyway. If you want to see it. Okay, so throughout the movie, Craven is meant to be like, I guess, connected with nature, I suppose. Like, that's kind of his thing. He's, like, very animalistic. At least he's supposed to be. Why... there was something about, like, where he lived or, like, what he was doing that made me, like, why? Like... God, I can't remember now. I think my brain's blocked it out. Anyway, I'll think the worst thing that happened in that movie that made me laugh out loud was when he got his like Craven powers. So basically, spoiler alert, he goes to the safari with his terrible father, and he's also British. Okay, his dad is Russian, but he doesn't have an accent. So I guess it's because he went to a British school. I guess so.
Isn't the actor
pretty normal?
Isn't the actor British?
Probably. I would say he probably is. Anyway. But, like, him as a kid, I meant. Like, I guess he didn't get any of the mannerisms from his dad. Or at least the voice. I mean, that makes sense that it happens. That happens a lot.
I guess.
Kids sometimes don't. Like, Fabian you haven't really inherited your parents' accent, right?
Well, because I was born here.
Yeah. See, exactly. So they were probably born in Britain. I'll waive that point.
Not my parents.
Exactly, yeah. But you don't have a Spanish accent, so there you go. And anyway, they go on a safari with their terrible Russian dad. He loves hunting things. Great. Oh my god, I remembered another thing. Anyway.
Oh boy.
They're hunting this legendary lion, right? And God, nondescript amount of time passes. I wasn't paying attention if they said it. I don't care. They find the lion. The lion is walking towards Craven, right? He's not Craven yet, but he will be. Oh. So the lion, this big ass fuck off lion is walking towards this kid. It stops. It looks at him, and they stare at each other for a long time. He reaches his arm out to try and pet it, and then his dad, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Then he decides now that they're being friends, like now is the time to just shoot this big ass lion. And the lion, instead of going for the guy who shot him, mauls the shit out of the kid who was trying to pet him. What?
Really?
This lion very clearly seemed pretty intelligent. And he was like, this kid's not going to hurt me. He's not doing anything. He gets shot from who knows where, like to his left or something. And then he's like, ooh, guess I got to kill the kid first. What the You would just...
Oh my god.
Terrible origin story. And then he gets like some magical potion from this girl who is...
Now I need to see it.
I don't know. He gets this magic potion and it makes him really strong and he's Animal Man now. I don't know. He just does, I guess. And then after he does, he runs off in the wilderness and he becomes Craven. Also, maybe this part went over my head. Okay. Fabian. This has kind of something to do with the plot, but it's very minimal, so you won't get super spoiled.
I don't mind. I mean, I only matter about spoilers if it's a movie that I'm really
that you're like
interested
excited
in.
for.
Yeah, like
okay.
Sonic 3, for
it.
example.
Yeah. Oh, that movie's so good.
It is.
We'll talk about that in the good movies video. Anyway, but okay, so Craven's job as Craven the Hunter is he hunts people, right? Great twist. Awesome. You know what? It reminds me of a time in his origin story when he gets mad at his father. He gets called out in the movie for this, and he's like, yeah, whatever. We're not the same. His dad used to hunt people, too. And he was like, Craven was like, you shouldn't hunt people. That's bad. You shouldn't do that. Craven, of his own free will, he decides this for himself. He's like, hunting people's not that bad. I'm gonna hunt people. It's like,
no way.
The reason he left his house was because he fundamentally didn't respect his father because he was an asshole, but also because he killed people and he hunted people and he was like, you're bad for that. You can't do that. He becomes an adult and his main profession is hunting people.
Oh my god. Have you got that out of your system now?
I've done it like 3 times now. It's never going to get out of my system.
All right. I think we'll like stray away from that. I think you got that out.
Move on to the new film. Let me recuperate. That movie, every single part of it is just... Oh.
God, that reminds me of the time where...
There's another thing that pisses me off about the movie, but I can't say it because it's a big spoiler. So
is it? You'll tell me later. But...
You'll see it and you'll be like, fuck this movie.
Maybe. I'll watch that on my own time.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know.
I don't think there's any other movies that like kind of stood out that I know of.
In 2024?
Yeah. I mean, Trap, I heard about. I haven't heard much about that. I heard it was like... A lot of people liked it, but I haven't don't really know much about it. I think it's the same person who made it. I don't remember. I don't want to butcher his name. Oh, M. Night Shyamalan. It's from that person.
Wait,
you know who he is, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, hold on. Is his?
He made like this Split in 2016. The Sixth Sense 1999.
Oh, it's this movie.
Yeah.
This movie was bad?
No, I mean, I heard some good reviews. It's still mixed. It's also mixed. But I heard more good than bad.
Oh, Google gave it a 2.6 out of 10. Of
Google.
5.
It's Google. Nobody cares about Google. People care about.
Well, but it's just like a rating summary.
Oh, from Rotten Tomatoes.
From Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, stuff like that.
Oh.
They all got like 50%. A little above 50%.
So it's still
so it's
mixed.
like mid.
So it's
like
mixed.
okay.
And then there's others that came out like, oh yeah, that's right, Borderlands. I could forget about that.
Bad movies 2024.
You're looking at what?
Yeah, I'm just looking up all the bad movies that have apparently. Okay, these are just top 2024 movies. That is not what I said. Worst movies in 2024. Here we go. Okay.
Oh God, we're picking
Please continue about Borderlands.
Borderlands. I don't think I want to. So what I'm hoping for like this year, there of course will be some bangers and some. But for this year, we will try to watch the same movies as much as we can.
Then we can review them together.
Yeah, and we'll give our opinion, our professional opinions, but like just something we'll be like, hey, here's what we see good, and like here's what I like, and here's what he likes, and then something that, and then there's like
hate.
Yeah, like there are moments that they point it out and be like, what the fuck was that? But well, I don't know what's coming up soon for this month or the next.
Probably not this month.
No, because what I've heard from like July is where people just like dump movies, like just to start. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I think the last thing that came out in 2024 was Nosferatu, which I still have not seen.
It's pretty good. It's very freaky.
Is it?
In both senses.
So, so I was right?
It's Freak Ferratu.
Freak Ferratu?
Yeah.
Well,
that's his name.
I'll watch that in the dark.
Yeah.
But
you're gonna need to. That shit's on.
I mean, there are people who do like adore Art the Clown. So if there are people who like adore,
who like freaky people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people are
you
weird.
Bunch of freaks.
Yeah. People are weird. Yeah, we're looking at you. I mean, we're not judging, but
I'm judging. I'm judging you.
Well, I'm judging you.
Martin.
Martin?
I don't know. I'm just saying the name. Someone named Martin out there's gonna watch this and be like, me?
It's like, yeah, we're looking at you. You.
It's you, Charlie.
But that's the plan that we have for 2025. Well, movie related. We'll watch those, and also games too. Whenever we play games.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
We can play games on the channel,
and then actually review them and be like, hey, at the end, we had fun, but let's look.
And then
back.
once we finish them,
and then we look back and see.
Then we go back and we're like, this part was great. I liked this part.
Yeah, I mean, you'll notice whenever it'll be like, wow, this part sucks.
Yep.
Didn't like that.
And then it'll come back up and we'll be like, this part sucked.
Exactly. And it'll be like, I remember having struggle, but we'll either put our tough faces on and we'll like raw dog it.
Yeah.
So, well, that's until later. So, or whenever we have like more set up things. So overall, I think my favorite movie of 2024 will be, again, like Sonic 3, like in general, but for horror movies, The Substance, would I consider a horror movie? I think it is.
Did you watch that? I thought you said you hadn't watched that.
The Substance? Do you even know what The Substance is?
I kind of know what it is.
It's, yeah, it is 2024. Yeah, it is horror. It is horror. So, for The Substance, it's about this one girl. She's like she is like very young and a very attractive model, and she's like a big like star because she is a yoga instructor model.
Yeah.
And that's how she got famous for it, because of her body and her good looks, and over the years she's been very, very like relevant. And then I think whenever she turned like 40, like her age is like starting to show a little, and then there's like auditions for like new younger girls, and then she's like starting to notice how like wait, like what's happening here? It's like, oh, it's been a little while. My mind's a little hazy, but we go back to like the present. It's like the present. Like she's like a little old, but like not really. She sees like her posters like of her like big moments, and not like in a hallway, and she sees that like they're like not really there anymore because she's not really relevant anymore. she's not like young and hot like she used to be.
Yeah.
So she starts to like panic a little, and then we cut to where I think she found. I don't know if she found this like on like card or website. I don't know how she found this, but there's like this like little card thing. That's it was like a black and white. It's like, do you want to be young? I don't remember, but she went to like a building.
Mm.
In abandoned building. It was like kind of underground. There's a locker with numbers.
Yeah.
It was like 120. I don't know what it was. It was like number 5. It was a locker with a number on it. She opened it. She saw a box, a little case.
Mm.
It was a syringe, some like wraps, and then some instructions. So she injects herself with
The substance?
No, she doesn't. I think she does inject with herself something, and then she kind of she tests it out in the bathroom. So the instruction was, I'm trying to remember this. She has to, she like pour herself with the substance, and then her body like started, her back actually started opening, and so she fainted. Because she like cocooned into a younger version of herself.
Ew.
And they showed it was
Gross.
interesting. I know I love the practical effects. She cocooned herself into like a former younger self, and that younger self of her went re-auditioned, and like with a new name.
Oh.
And so she was like enjoying herself, like living her life because she wants to be like young and hot forever.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of like the theme of the movie.
Does she get to be?
It's still her, yeah, it's still her. But here's like the tricky part. Here's a little drawback. She has to switch back and forth, like each week.
Ooh.
Like 1 week will be her normal self, and the other week will have to be her younger self. But the order to do that, you have to keep the body, like, I guess, fresh by extracting spinal fluid from the original body.
Ugh.
But you can't extract it too much, or else you'll have consequences, which will happen later. Oh, did I say spoiler? Because I am explaining this.
Spoiler alert!
Whoops, sorry.
We can just flash it on screen big and just like, spoiler, spoiler, spoiler.
Fair enough. So, where was I? As I was saying, she lived her life like a younger self and then switched back and forth. She somehow made it work for a little while, and then I guess her younger self went into like dilemma, and it's just like, hey, like she had like some scheduling issues, and she's like, hey, I'm gonna need a little more spinal fluid just to last a little longer, and from her old body. And
Wait,
so,
they're two different people?
No, that's the tricky part. They're not two different people. They're the same person. It's a younger version of herself. She cocooned. Well, she kind of cocooned.
But like one of them is still old?
It's still the same age. Yeah. One of them is still old.
Oh. So they're like two separate.
Two separates with the same mind.
Yeah.
And the younger version have to extract body fluids to keep maintaining herself. But she cannot extract too much, or else the original will dry up.
Ew.
And that's in spoiler alert, that's what happens in the end. Well, actually, things get worse. And that doesn't just happen. So she was like, wow, being young is great. I should stay like this forever. I mean,
oh, so she just
she got too greedy with that, and she was like, what's the worst it can get? So she extracted too much body fluid to the point where she went back. I think I'm missing some important details.
Well, good. Then people won't know.
Probably. She went back, and then she has to like switch her body. You also have to like put a syringe with herself to like transfer the mind to another body. I think that's the so-called substance.
Weird.
And then she woke up in her original body and see that, like part of her fingers were dried up, like grainy fingers.
Ugh.
And then the younger version kept getting more spinal fluid, and now her arm, and then like till it like reached to like her whole body until she's like an old woman. Yeah, like dried up.
Damn.
And
Chocolate.
somehow, I forgot how, eventually it got to the part where I think it just started to like the connection like broke and it split into two minds.
Ooh.
So both the original and the younger version they're both awake and they shouldn't.
Oh,
That's the bad thing. That should not happen.
that's not good.
And so they started fighting each other.
But one of them shriveled and old, so.
Well, because the original was like, I want my body back.
Yeah.
Or I want, like, this shouldn't have happened. Or like, I just want to be young again. Or I don't know if she's trying to fight for it again, but I think the younger version tried to kill her because she wants to go back and be like, I don't want to go back anymore.
Oh, I see. So the younger version was like, I'm done being old.
Yeah, I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
I want to be young forever. But like, I was like, I don't know how to get that because you need her spinal fluid to like keep on. Well, it's like you won't pass out.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't know, I forgot. So, I guess that happened. She started like, she ended up, I guess, killing the original. The younger version killed the original, and then
How is she gonna get her spinal fluid now?
that's the problem. I think. Because in the end, she started like bloating.
Oh.
Like, I don't know how. Man, I am not.
Drugs.
Yeah, I can't like really. I don't have a good memory when it comes to this. I think we have to like watch this and then remember it.
Weren't
So
we talking about bad movies? Why did you start explaining the substance?
I think we just got to this part. Yeah.
I don't remember when we transitioned to that. Well, anyway, that's the substance.
I'm gonna have to cut this part.
That was like 10 minutes.
Fine.
Um,
But like, there's not. The substance was good, but like, other than that, that was like, good a movie there. But there's like movies. Hopefully,
a lot of movies in 2024. Hopefully, good movies in 2025.
yeah, which we'll see and we'll give you our opinions. Which
Yeah.
you'll be like, wow, this is actually good, or like, wow, your opinions don't really matter at all.
Yeah, and you're allowed to think that, even if you're wrong.
Exactly. I mean, your opinions are your opinions, even if you're wrong.
Yeah, because our opinions do matter.
Exactly, better than yours.
You should think about our opinions first, and then make yours.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not.
But that's I guess what we have. I can't think of any other movies other than the fact that I have not seen most of them. I just haven't had. I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. I don't want to go to movie theaters all the time.
They're expensive.
It is expensive. Maybe that's what's been
Bad.
like stopping me. It's just like, yeah, I'm going to the movie theater to see this. I'm just like, I'm not trying to see all movies. I'll just see what catches. We'll try to find if there's a movie that came out at 2025 that catches our eyes. We'll be like, hey, let's go to this one, and then be like, okay, and then we'll make a video about that and be like, wow, this is terrible.
And I'll watch it just for you.
Even if it is worse than Craven.
What did I... Oh, God. If it's worse than Craven, I'm just going to leave.
They're in the movie theater.
I just, like, stand up and I'll be like, I can't do this again. And then I'll walk out.
Fair enough.
I'll throw my gasoline can into the theater.
Jesus Christ. But I guess that's all we'll
Didn't say what I was going to do after that. Leave that up to you and your imagination. I'm going to burn down the theater.
Could you let me talk?
Go.
Jesus
Before I have
Christ.
another riff.
Yeah, exactly. As I was saying, that is all that we have today to talk about. So, hope you enjoyed this half of rant and another half just bad movies in general.
and The Substance. Who likes The Substance? Raise your hand. We talked about that a lot.
But that's all that we have today. We're gonna.
Looks like a little cowboy hat.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's a hat on a hat.
Oh my god. Whatever. You know what? You know what? Hell yeah. You know what? I say cheers to that.
I drank all my water.
Whatever.
Oh, let's end it on that.